Hello, delicious friends, and welcome to Season 2 of Bloodlost. We will continue the story from sort of where it left off after a short time skip, but I feel it's important to just say hello again. We're excited to be here. I have things planned, and they may or may not happen depending on what... if things happen, it's going to be your fault. This time, I am 100% certain of it. So, please welcome Fuzzy and Sheepy.
Hello. I mean, hi. How are you?
For the first time in Season 2, describe your characters for us. Or just Florence, actually. Well,
Okay. Okay. So Florence is very old and very smelly, and she has a lot of rats. And now she's got a crossbow too. And she's obsessed with tea. That's basically she's an old lady. She loves tea and rats, and you know that's basically her defining thing is tea and rats and the smell.
And if you were to summarize the important events in Florence's life over Season 1, what would you say they are?
I'm not sure. Probably the most important was seeing her touchstone again, and also getting absolutely terrified by the prince. Oh, and getting a crossbow. I think that's been a bit of a thing for Florence. Is just like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. I quite like this. Oh, yeah, twang.
I would say maybe almost being sacrificed is probably another big one.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah,
That was kind of wrapped up in seeing your touchstone again.
Yeah. She almost sort of like, she almost died, but she didn't because people turned up in time, and she was like, that's it, I don't want to die after all, fuck it. I will be all noble and self-sacrificing. Oh, there's a chance of escape. No,
It almost came to it.
Almost, but not quite.
Okay. Let's just dive right in. And I would like to do a scene that helps us introduce Loki. Because Loki, I'm trying to focus, is a denizen of the sewers. So, describe for us the location Loki spends most of his time and takes most of his callers, because he has people calling on him now and again.
Yes. So Loki lives primarily in the sewers. He has a little, well, not little, but a medium-sized cubbyhole, which he's spruced up a bit. There is a kind of small network of sharp corners and all of these kind of things, and it kind of opens up into kind of, it's a little bit run down, but it's like so a few like wooden walls have been placed up, you know, to make it look a bit more homey. There's even a salvaged bed, you know, one of those kind of like really old metally nasty springy ones. And yeah, in there's also a laptop and a few other kind of couple of mobile phones, stuff like that. And that's where he spends most of his time.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, just before I forget to say it, unfortunately Delphron's ill right now, so he can't join us. And for those who didn't see the update video, Marco will return, but only when Dylan is available as a guest, because he is very busy with a cool-ass new job. So we may have other guests or long-term people joining, but for the moment, we got some story stuff to introduce to you. So
it should also be said, I'm not John anymore. I'm not playing John anymore. He still exists, and he will probably be coming back. He belongs to Josh now, so that should be interesting.
He's my baby.
for the future. I basically like crafted this ridiculous NPC for Josh, and I was like, here you go.
Yup.
Yay, murder!
John made decisions.
He did.
So, Loki, you're doing your thing. What would that be?
I'm probably doing an odd job for someone.
Okay.
A fair number of people know Loki, and he's one of the people to go to.
There we go.
He's one of the people to go to, especially with the Nosferatu more recently not being about. You need someone scurrying around, like information brokers, spies, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
he's mostly been doing his job as that kind of thing.
All right. And in your den, your little sewer den, you're typing up stuff on your laptop for someone?
Yeah, compiling some notes.
Okay, cool. And just out of the top range of your hearing, you hear a high-pitched tinkling sound. A kind of repetitive clang that slowly gets louder and louder, and with that increasing volume is an increasing sense of dread. You know who's coming. You know this is Mr. Gates.
I'll unholster my pistol. I'm not going to use it, but it feels vaguely safer a little bit.
Okay.
Not going to point it or anything. I'm just going to swivel around and wait for him to appear.
And that's basically what happens. You swivel around, and the final clang of what sounds like chains stops. And a rather bulky, misshapen, cloaked figure basically appears in front of you. As soon as you stop moving, you're like, were they there? No, they're there now. Okay, cool. And Mr. Gates, as per usual, just says, Loki, it's time to pay your debts.
All right. I was expecting this to be coming.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. What's the job?
This one's a bit of a longer one. You gotta find out. Well, if you don't find out, I won't be disappointed. Let's say that. But if you do, you're gonna have to stick with this group. There's a bunch of Thin-Bloods. Bunch of Gehenna-looking little brats jumping around town and messing up people. Like Angelica. And you can see, like, his lips curling in and cracking in various shapes and dribble and all sorts of horrendous things over his pallid, mottled skin. I want you to hang out with him. I want you to find out what they did to my Angelica. If it was them.
Have I received word about it? Like, would I know about Angelica?
You are going to have to make me a streetwise plus intelligence roll
Okay.
to see, how much of what you are aware of out of character you can bring over. You got 3 successes. So you're aware there was a scuffle, you're aware there was some untoward business, you're also aware that Angelica was breaking a lot of rules. So people were, after the dust settled, a little ambivalent about her death overall.
Yeah.
Some people were, obviously very irritated and confused that a kindred had been murdered, because that is against the rules. But in general, people were more worried that the rules were broken than that Angelica dead.
Kind of more like, if it can happen to her, it can happen to us kind of thing, as opposed to how dare they mess with Angelica.
Yeah, partly.
Yeah.
So she wasn't well liked by some people. It you don't know who, but it comes across like the rumors you've heard are like, oh yeah, she was a bit of an asshole and stuff like that. I've heard stories, those sort of things.
But Mr. Gates clearly liked her. For
Yeah.
whatever reason.
I mean, you can roll insight plus wits if you'd like.
I am not going to try and look deeper into Mr. Gates currently.
Okay.
Dude is scary. Well, okay. So you want me to get close to this group and divine their secrets, or divine whether they had something to do with Miss Angelica's death?
Yeah.
Both.
Anything you find out about them and you want to tell me will go towards repayment. However, if you do find out that they killed her and you don't immediately come to me, I am going to be very upset.
I would never dream of upsetting you, sir.
Yeah.
So, are you all coming out and coming back into the city?
You mean the horrors?
Yeah.
We had a little clan to do.
I assumed something was going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's no secret that we've hidden. It's no secret that I've been the only one traipsing around this fucking town. So, the clan has revitalized itself and intends to take its place in the Camarilla. Shame that those anarchs were so bent on smashing down our doors. It's always easy to trade with them. Maybe one day.
What happened with that? Did you drive them off?
I don't really know. That's not my job.
Okay.
I didn't fight them off. Someone did. And then they stopped coming. I'm mostly annoyed that they got in at all. Because that is my job.
Yes. Does this mean with you all coming back out, am I going to need to watch my back in the sewers? I assume if I'm doing a job for you, you would afford me some form of leeway down here.
You get under some lick's heels, they're gonna squash you. But no horrors. I'm gonna be scuttling around here, interested in smashing your little head in. So you'll be fine.
Good to know.
Just remember you're a speck. And no
Very
one will
hard
bother
to
you.
forget. It's very hard to forget sometimes. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it.
No more working towards paying off my debt? I would very much love to be out of that.
Yeah, I bet you would. But no. Not tonight.
All right. And this is strictly recon. This is no wet works.
If you want to shoot at them, that's up to you. As long as you find out what I need to know first.
All right. Consider it done.
I'm glad we have this arrangement. Loki.
I am ecstatic myself, sir.
Whatever. Good night.
And I'm assuming he's disappeared and wandering off?
He doesn't disappear. He just slowly, kind of ploddingly turns around, goes out the door, and then the chain clanging sound slowly gets quieter until it's just the highest pitch ring.
After the chain clanging sound has completely disappeared, I wait 10 minutes, sitting in my chair, staring at the entrance, and then put my gun away.
Roll wits awareness. That is 2 successes. You can never tell. Your place is pretty well lit, but out there, with a combination of animals and moving water, stuff like that, drips, sounds, you can never tell. But you don't think you saw anything. And you had no cause to find your gun, or fire your gun.
No, I'm just, he is unpredictable, and it's worth just making sure that he's actually gone, or letting your guard down. Even still, guard's not down. I'm gonna gather my laptop, holster my gun, grab a few other bits and pieces, and head to. I will head to my basement, the rented basement. Because, yeah, I'm not going to be able to sleep with him visiting.
Okay, cool. I think as you are leaving, just give us a quick description of Loki.
So Loki is fairly short, fairly thin, and very pale and gaunt. He has a jean jacket on with a hood, which he tries to keep like kind of, covering his face as much as possible, very like close to his face, because he has holes in his cheeks. Like the little lines of skin going down the holes, like through the holes. Looks a bit like a grate almost. Because he has the curse of the Nosferatu without being a Nosferatu. Very ugly, not like to the extent that Nosferatu sometimes are. Seen from a distance without the holes in his cheeks, he could pass as vaguely human maybe, but yeah.
Okay. Florence.
Yes?
You have made it known to me that you would like to move somewhere that is not the cottage.
Yes.
So I'm not going to be specific about like what the time skip is right this moment because we don't have Delphron here. Mm-hmm. So we can, fit it in canon if we need to, some other things. But in an amount of time, why would you been looking? Would you been hanging around the sewers?
Probably, yeah. Probably just find some sort of like little sort of like, I don't know, just sort of a sewer or like under a disused railway bridge or like under, like a sewer outflow under a bridge. Something sort of like out of the way and safe and quiet that the rats like.
Okay. And I'm trying to think. You have probably spent a little bit of time just, living in these hidden corners, and you can sustain yourself through your herd of rats. So just so you're aware, you can go down to 0 damage, 0 willpower damage, and 1 hunger. And would you very kindly roll me wits plus occult?
Wits plus occult. Oops. No, that was the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Do it the other way around. There we go.
3 successes. Over this period of time, this indistinct period of time, you have had probably time to reflect on what has been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that you have kind of known in the back of your head is that as you are cursed, or possibly blessed, depending on how you consider it, as Fred saved you, but in the back of your head, there is that connection you sometimes feel with other kindred. You felt it with Taj, you felt it with Molly. And there's also been another presence there that you just assumed was something to do with Taj, because that's how it felt. And I don't know, how did Florence feel about Molly leaving?
Worried and a bit sad, and sort of like just quite kind of like, oh dear, about the fact she like diablerized somebody. That's like, oof, no. So she's a bit sort of scandalized about that and a bit sort of worried about her, but she's like, well, she's she's a big girl. I'm sure she can look after herself, probably, kind of thing. So
okay. And I think one of the things that's kind of reassured you that she's a big girl, she can look after herself, is that you always have that connection with her, like a pinprick of light in a network, a web, that's always been there, reassuring you that she's exactly where she is, always been. But this night you feel a tremor through that web, and that presence just disappears. And to give you some context, outside of the city, that web was busy. It was buzzing constantly. It was infuriating sometimes. But in here it's quiet. And having this constant presence just disappear.
can I sense people outside of the barrier or only inside?
You're fairly certain the change from busy to quiet happened when you crossed the barrier.
Right, so she's either...
Oh, and since you went on the other side of it and you frenzied, you probably did notice, and like in the frenzy there was like this mass of chatter and confusion that came back upon you. So, yeah. Taj's star, Molly's star are still there, but they are not as consistent, not as bright as they felt before.
Oh dear. Bugger. Well, I'm going to have to do something about that then. Bugger. Oh well, cup of tea first.
Make a dexterity roll.
What was it? It was
Etiquette, dexterity.
That is etiquette plus dex. That is a
I'm a
success.
bit shaken. It's a bit shaken. It's not the best cup of tea I've ever made.
No. No, it's not.
Probably boiling it in a boot or
Is that
something.
really your dex etiquette roll? Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. It's an alright cup of tea. It'll do. And I think from here on out, it's up to you two to decide exactly how you meet. So
Are you going to be out looking for me, Sheepy?
Yeah, like most likely, seeing as you guys are thin bloods, I'd probably go to my homeless network and have a chat with one of them and see if they've seen any like. Did I get any description on them at all, like, or is it just a bunch of thin bloods?
A bunch of thin bloods is all I gave you. You probably would have had a description.
Okay. That's as much on Loki. Like, he didn't ask for any kind of description. He was like, "Oh yeah, thin blood's cool." So yeah, I don't know how much information would be available. Maybe like an old lady and a couple of guys. You know, like that kind of description. Because like, I imagine with them being, you know, not really going out and searching, not really doing as much information brokering, the, you know, Gates probably wouldn't have had much information on them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, Florence is like, she's been in hiding, but she's also a fairly chatty old lady. So if anybody did sort of stumble across her, be like, all right, love, yeah, don't mind me. Just, this is my spot. Bugger off.
I had a thought. If you go to your homeless network, some of them will be drug addicts. And therefore, some of them would have turned up at Mr. Brass's. Which means that you can probably trace their movements a little bit up until the raid on Mr. Brass's. And then after that, things get a little bit difficult. But then you can follow, like, hearsay and, like... probably just spotting them. They're not subtle.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Florence is going through the sewers, that's like, the sewers are basically mine at this point. Because there aren't any Nosferatu in there. So, if the homeless network didn't work, then most likely I'd be searching through the sewers. Obviously, I'd be searching like anywhere remote places to hide out.
I probably like found a bit where it's all collapsed, so there's no water flow anymore, and it's quite cozy, really. You could probably smell, you probably follow the smell of hexy burner and tea.
You might even have ended up at the cottage at some point. And you might have seen a thin blood there.
Spending too much time out of the sewers is difficult, even at night, because this face. So I probably wouldn't go too far out of the city, I would imagine. So I'd say probably not been at the cottage.
Okay.
Also, because there was a powerful vampire there. Stay away from that shit.
Okay, yeah. You could probably just, like... It sounds like your information network has probably provided you some background on these people.
Yeah.
But the actual meeting them sounds like it might just be an accident.
I have
I don't know.
How much is Florence going through the sewers? Like, are you wandering through there, or are you staying on the kind of periphery of it?
I'm probably sort of going through. Probably what I'm doing is going through the sewers to the local supermarket, like going through their bins for like tea or shit, or sending the rats in for stuff and then coming back. So I've got like a few regular routes through the sewers I use.
Yeah.
That
So,
could be-
yeah.
Just a suggestion. Low-key, you might notice some difference in the local rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's like, oh fuck, and
One of
runs
them's
off.
a lot cleaner than the rest.
One of them's wearing a fucking ribbon.
And like fatter and healthier.
Yeah, there's a rat. There's a couple of rats carrying a box of tea bags between them.
That's strange.
Yorks of tea.
Love it.
Well, I if I saw anything along the lines of like an out of place rat, I would follow it, because even though it could lead me to Nosferatu or possibly a gangrel, they might have information if they're hanging around the sewers. So they, a little bit of push and pull, give and take, and I could get some information. So if I did see a rat, I would totally follow that like out of place rat.
You might have trouble though, because if like the rats clock you following them, one of them's going to run off with the tea, and the other one's going to like, they'll split up.
These are my sewers.
Follow the
These are
tea.
my rats.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So you're following this rat. Which one do you follow if they split up?
I just pick one. Just that one. Go.
Which
Tea or no tea?
tea or no tea?
T. The one that's very clearly being controlled.
They're not being controlled.
But as far as I know, not many rats carry tea, is what I'm saying here.
And which one leads to you, Florence?
Probably the one without the tea. It's going to be there like, ooh, what's that? Trouble? Oh, right, all right then. Let's go and see what's wrong.
Can I try and catch the rat with the tea then, if it's not leading me anywhere?
Yeah. Dex brawl.
Okay. My brawl is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That is 3 successes, which means you probably can't. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I forget what. I don't have the thing with me. Damn it! I'm gonna roll just some dice for these rats. They're pretty good rats. I'm not gonna lie to you. Animals are tricky in this. Okay, so you win by a whisker, literally.
All right, this rat is just
I catch
fucking.
it by the whisker.
It's like. Sort of like, yeah, if it's like fucking squealing loudly, and Florence probably, because I'm assuming this isn't too far from Florence's little bolt hole. So it may well be that you hear splashing and muttering in the distance. Who's been messing with my... And she's come around the corner, she's like, you! What are you doing with my rat? Put it down at once!
I'm going to have the rat...
Whiskers, don't worry, I'll help you.
I'm going to have the rat, like, above my head, probably getting nipped, like, my hand's getting, like, bitten. I'm going to pull my gun and point it. Who are you?
Who are you?
The sewers are mine. I live down here.
So do I.
Since when? I've never seen you before.
So? I'm not very easy to see. Now put the bloody rat down.
Is this your rat?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to...
Come here, Mr. Whiskers, it's okay.
Going to keep the gun up, but...
I'm just like, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Where are the tea bags? Oh, there they are. As they float past. It's fine, they're shrink wrapped. Right. Anyway, where was I? Who the hell are you and what are you doing about rats?
I'm...
All right.
I'm Loki. What the hell? Who the hell are you? And what the hell are you doing in my sewers?
Well, I'm Florence, and I'm hiding.
Would I have got names?
Florence, Nate, Marco, some others. All bastards, probably.
Okay. I'm gonna lower my gun, but not holster it for now. Well, why are you down here?
Because it's safe. Why are you down here?
Because it's safe?
Exactly. Right. Bloody stupid question, if you ask me. Would
Okay.
you like a cup of tea, young man?
I don't really drink tea anymore, but I do like the smell.
Oh, well, come on then. I'll make you a cup of tea.
Okay, thank you.
Scuttles off. Come on this way, down here, under there. Mind the girders. I don't know why they're there.
And
What's
as
girders in the sewer?
she's wandering, muttering, I am gonna follow. I'm also gonna mutter to myself, what are the bloody chances?
Funny that. It's as if someone was just guiding our steps.
I do what I can.
So yeah, Florence is just there, like,
Oh, how long have you lived down here then?
Oh,
There you go.
what? Thank you. I just put it down. Well, I've been here. I've been in the sewers. Since the Nosferatu all left, and
Oh,
I have been down here before, but I wasn't living here before that because, you don't mess with the Nosferatu.
yes, I've heard, but they're not here at the moment, though, right?
No, I've heard some mutterings that they might be coming back out.
Oh,
but,
bugger me. Right, all right. Well, I'll have to find a new place to live soon then. It's fine, though. This was only temporary, wasn't it, Mr. Whiskers? Yes, it was. We'll be getting out of here soon. Yes, we will. It's a good boy. Yes.
Are these your rats?
Yes, they're my babies, yes. I breed them,
I'm assuming you're not a Nosferatu.
Do I look like a Nosferatu to you?
Yes, a little bit. I've known a few.
With this complexion? Surely not. Look at it, it's as smooth as a baby's ass.
So,
bags of skin.
what's your clan then? Gangrel?
Oh, I don't have a clan. No, dear, no. I'm, what is it, Thin-Blood.
Oh, so same as me. May not be able to tell. Yeah.
No, not really. Honestly, look like Nosferatu with all the holes
Yeah.
in the face and that.
Yes. No. It's one of those lovely things where you don't get the clan, but you get the shitty face.
Yeah, so I know how that goes. Yeah.
Yes. That joke always kills at parties.
What? No, I was thinking about something else. Sorry, what, dear?
So are you by yourself?
For the moment, yes. Yes.
It's strange to see one of us out without friends or backup or someone to look out for us.
Well, these things have been a bit, peculiar recently, yes.
Yes, no, there's been a lot of upheavals.
Oh, yes. Yes, they have. Oh, dear.
I've heard about anarchs in the streets, werewolves attacking houses, princes being killed. Rumors are going everywhere.
I have no idea about any of that.
Well, as I said, just rumors I hear.
Did you hear the one about the serial killer?
I actually haven't heard that one, no.
Oh.
Are
Oh,
you going to tell me, or
Oh.
are you just going to mention?
Oh. Should I, though?
Tell you what. I put my gun away.
Oh, you still have that thing out? I didn't even notice. It's all right. Yes, I'm not. Honestly, I've been shot before. It wasn't that bad. Now, this thing, on the other hand, she says, pulling out a massive fucking crossbow. This can do some bloody damage.
Crap, where did you get that?
Just under my coat.
No, but where did you get it? I'm assuming you didn't make that.
No, there were some hunters or something.
Hunters?
Yes, it's great. It fires flaming bolts. You can really mess somebody up with it. It's great.
Fucking hell. Okay.
I've been practicing. I'm getting quite good now, I think.
Hunters, you say?
Yes.
Did you get this recently, or was this earlier in life, or like?
No, it was a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. Time goes very strange in this place. It was a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
Okay. So
Sure.
I'd never heard of any. Well, I heard a little rumors of hunters, but I never saw any.
Bastards, the lot of them. And
Right.
that bloody Inquisition as well. They can all rot in hell for all I care. The bastards. I don't like the Inquisition. No, I don't like them. No, they're awful. Oh, no, I don't like the Inquisition. No, they're bad people. No.
Are you all right there?
Yes, I'm fine, dear. Yes.
Good. So, what are you doing messing? How did you get a hunter crossbow, and what were you doing messing with them in the first place?
Oh, well, they kidnapped somebody, I think. And we had to go and rescue them, I think? I don't remember.
All right.
It was all a bit of a blur, to be honest with you. But yes, and then we ended up... They tried to trap us, and we sort of sprang it back at them, and then there was a fire.
Fire.
Ah.
And the serial killer?
He was a wrong 'un. He was a wrong 'un, yes. He was killing people and leaving glass in their eyes all round the city, and the crows were everywhere. It was awful.
I did hear something about glass in the eye. I figured it was just, some homeless person hopped up on...
No, but he's dead now, so.
He's dead.
Mm.
How did that happen?
It's quite the story, really.
Would you like another tea? I'm going to make a tea.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's very kind of you, yes. Yes.
With the obvious intent of keeping her talking.
It was very,
This is
lovely.
good tea.
This is so
Ooh, it's
marvelous. Ooh.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, 4 successes worth of tea.
Barely tasted tea
There's
in
a
the
couple of
water.
cups in this as well.
Yeah.
You like him, I'm guessing.
Oh,
Keep him.
it's perfect, yes. Right. You're a nice young man. What did you say your name was again?
Loki.
Loki. Wait, as in the Norse god Loki, or as in...
No. That I get that a lot. No. Low, as in.
Oh,
as
keeping it low
low,
key.
yes.
Oh, I get
Yes.
you. I'm down with the kids. I'm hip. I get all the slang.
I don't doubt it.
Kushti. Geezer. Yes. Sorted. Wicked. In it.
Serial killer.
Hepcat. What? Oh,
Serial killer.
yes.
He died.
Yes. A friend of mine killed him. Mm.
Okay.
That nice young John man.
John
Yes.
killed a serial killer.
Yes. See, what happened was a young lady was walking down the street and she was running away from him, going, "Oh, help me! Somebody's going to kill me!" I think. And so I went to help her because I went to help her, and then the serial killer was there following her. So I was like, "You stop!" I tried to slit his throat, but obviously that didn't work because vampire.
So he is a vampire serial
Oh yes, he was a kindred. Yes, I think he was some sort of wizard or something. I'm not. He was doing all sorts of strange rituals. It's very odd. But yes, so he was. Where was I? Oh yes. So he
wizard, magic.
Don't interrupt, young man.
Sorry.
Right. Breaking my train of thought. Right. So yes. So he was going to kill her because he needed a victim, and I said he should take me instead because shouldn't be killing young women. And so then I went with him, but my friends followed me, and then just as he was about to kill me, they jumped in, and there was a fight, and we managed to take him down instead. And it was great. I really quite enjoyed a bit of scrap and fisticuffs and things. Yes.
So you willingly sacrificed yourself for a random woman you didn't know?
Florence,
Yes.
just quickly, would you like to make me a manipulation plus subterfuge roll? And
You may need to turn yourself up slightly, Josh, just FYI.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried to make myself quieter for the bit. Florence.
Manipulation subterfuge.
And Loki, that will have to be a wits plus
Insight?
insight.
Won't be a hard one.
Okay. So, it seems at a couple of beats she skipped because she's not telling you something, but she kept on going and, seems like it's the full story.
I noted something off while she was telling the story, basically.
Totally.
So anyway, yes.
I'm going to have to do a little bit of typing while we do this because I just got a shit ton of information.
That's fine, dear. Right, yes. So anyway, yes, so we killed him, and then John had to leave town, I think.
Who's John?
Oh, he was a young man.
A young
I thought he was a nice young man, but then he sort of was a nice young man, but then he's got some problems.
Problems?
Yes.
I'm assuming he was part of your group, of your friends.
Well, I mean, yes and no, sort of, but he was sort of along. Yeah, it was not. It's complicated. I don't know. It's
Okay, it's fine.
everybody leaves in the end. It's awful.
Well, where is everyone?
I don't know. We all sort of split up to stay safe, you see. So I don't know where everybody is at the moment because there's all sorts of bad things happening. I don't want to leave this town. I don't like it.
Well, you can't leave this town
Why?
because if you try, bad things happen.
Oh, yes, no, I know about that. Oh, yeah, no, I know about that. Yes, I've tried. I did an experiment. Nearly killed a taxi driver.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, that was a terrible idea. Why would you do that?
Because I didn't know and I wanted to find out.
Right. Okay.
But yes, at least I don't know. But yes, that's what the serial killer was trying to do. He was trying to do a ritual in order to get out.
Is that possible?
I'm not a bloody wizard. I don't know. Do I
Okay,
look like
no.
a magic? Do I look like a witch to you? I'm not a moogly. No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, understandable. I guess you were being sacrificed at the time, so it must have been fairly worrying.
A little bit, yes. I mean, I was glad that I could save the young lady, but I'm also glad I didn't die. Who's a good rat? Yes, you are. Who's a good? You are good. I've got some cheese for you here somewhere. There you go. Special treat. It's not good for your tummy.
Do you remember any details about the ritual? Like implements used, words said, and anything along those lines?
Why do you want to know?
I mean, if there's a ritual to help us get out of the city,
Hmm.
that would be something very useful to know, depending on the cost, of course.
Well, the cost was lives.
Well, yes, but there's different kinds of lives. Well, I mean, for example, if you just needed lives, then you could sacrifice criminals or bad people or hunters. If you require the life of virgins who are innocent, it wouldn't be worth the cost, right?
No, it definitely wasn't virgins. No. No.
I make no judgments, and that was merely an example.
No, I know. It's just, oh dear, it's an awful thought. Anyway, right.
I'm worried about what that thought was, but okay, yes.
No, you don't want to know. Anyway,
Didn't ask.
I don't know. All I know is it involved blood and glass in the eyes, and places in the city to put the bodies, and there was a rune carved in there was a sigil carved in the bodies, and mirrors and sigils.
Was it a rune or a sigil?
I don't bloody know. What's the difference?
A rune is more often part of the old Scandinavian languages, whereas a sigil is something along the lines of like a crest.
You're a Billy Big Brain, aren't you?
I've never been told something like that and it be an insult before.
I wasn't insulting you. I was just saying it was an observation.
Oh, I'm sorry. The way you said it sounded very accusatory.
No, I don't sound accusatory. How dare you? No, I was just saying you're a Billy Big Brain, aren't you? You're one of those people who's all in the library all the time.
I am almost never in the library due to the fact that it would cause some consternation among the other patrons.
Well, not even after it's closed.
It's very difficult to get into a library when it's closed. Being that it's often closed.
Well, what?
I actually have a question for the storyteller.
Mhm.
I have you're not allowed to allow into houses without being invited. Would that count for public things like the library?
No.
Okay.
Yes, well, just pick the bloody lock or something, honestly.
I mean, no, if there's some information I very badly need, then yes, I have been into the library, but it's not like I spend my whole time there or anything.
I like libraries because they're warm, and sometimes they feel bad about throwing you out.
I've met friends who are a lot like you before.
I got thrown out once for being smelly, though. That wasn't very nice.
I don't believe it.
Are you taking the mickey, young man?
Wouldn't know how to start.
No.
So, what do you?
Screen is on cabbage looking, you know.
Okay. So there was glass, mirrors, possibly runes or sigils. Yes.
I think so.
Crows. Something about crows or ravens.
Oh.
Which was it? Crows or ravens?
What's the difference?
A raven's slightly larger, more prominent beak, larger wingspan. Crows are a little smaller, more of them.
I don't know. I think they were crows. Not sure, though.
So probably crows.
Probably crows. Were they crows, Josh?
You have Animal Ken 3.
Yeah.
You are aware that they were... God, now I need to figure it out.
I think they were crows. I think you said they were crows.
I'm pretty sure I said there were crows and ravens at varying points, but there is a definitive answer, so I shall find it for you.
You never had this problem with John.
Don't fucking
Big
matter,
birds, innit? Fucking birds everywhere. Cunts.
No.
Bugger off, you flappy bastards!
There is an answer, and I should get it for you.
Okay, this is going to be a moment to type out all the
Ravens.
information before it's going to be.
They were ravens.
Right. No, it was quite. Hang on, let me think back. Okay, they were big, and then the big. Yeah, ravens. They were ravens. I thought they were crows, but it was dark, and I was quite scared.
Ravens. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I
Went
assume
crack.
that is what ravens do.
Hmm.
I assume they weren't part of the ritual, as far as you know.
I'm not a bloody witch or a wizard or anything.
I'm merely trying to extrapolate some information from what you can remember.
Why?
Because if there is a ritual, I believe I've been through this.
Are you a bloody wizard?
No, I have
Well,
no
how
idea.
are you going to do the bloody ritual then? Do you know wizards?
Do I know any like Tremere or anyone who can?
You know there are Tremere.
Yeah.
You know there are sorcerers. You know Bubbles.
I do know Bubbles. I know a few people. They might be able to help. A way out of the city is, even if it's not used by me, or us, is valuable.
Yes, it would be.
I mean, imagine the kind of favors and pull you would have if you had the only way out of the city.
I
Save
don't
you from
understand.
problems, buy you protection. Which bit don't you understand?
I don't want to buy protection.
Well, you wouldn't
I
buy
want the babies to
protection.
look after me. Yes.
I mean, you can't live in this city at this point without angering someone. I'm sure there's even a couple of Thin-Bloods who don't like you out for your neck. I know I have some.
I keep myself to myself and don't bother anybody, thank you very much, young man.
I mean, you did mention that you were fighting hunters not that long ago, and also a serial
they're not
killer tried to
Thin-Bloods.
kill you.
Sorry, what?
A serial
Yes?
killer tried to kill you.
Neither of those are Thin-Bloods, though.
Yes, but wouldn't it be nice to have protection against those kind of things?
I can look after myself.
I mean, you're hiding at the entrance to a sewer
Yes.
by yourself.
Yes.
If anyone wanting to kill you was to stumble upon you, it would be rather simple to just... I mean, I know you've got that wonderful crossbow. It's very impressive.
And my babies.
It takes quite a while to reload, though.
Yes.
And you're just you.
Oh, yes, but they've got to see me coming first.
This is true. I'm just saying.
I can be quite sneaky when I need to be.
I'm sure you can. However, you can't always sneak out of danger. And it's useful to have people in power who are willing to help you.
Power? Do you know the prince?
I have never met the prince, and I have no intention of doing so. From what I hear, he is a difficult king.
He's a bastard. He's a stone cold bastard. I hate him. He's not nice. He's not a nice person. He's not. No, he's bad. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's a bad person. I don't like him. No. Don't like him at all. No. He's no. He's bad. No, bad. No. Don't like. No.
So you see my point.
What point?
That having powerful people owe you favors.
As long as it's not the bloody prince.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm talking...
I don't like powerful people. They're always bastards.
I am currently talking in general. Like, for example,
You're a
if...
general?
No, not anymore. But in general, if you have the ear and favors owed to you from powerful people, you have places to hide. You have people who are willing to protect you against your enemies, especially when you
Are
make
you
use.
selling something, young man? You sound like a door-to-door salesman.
No, not currently. I'm just explaining why this information is useful to me.
Don't bloody patronize me. I know what you're on about. Are you selling hoovers?
Really?
Kitchen knives?
No?
Life insurance?
What the hell do you need life insurance for?
I don't. Which is why I don't want to buy any, thank you very much.
I'm not selling any.
Right then, why didn't you say so?
I didn't say I was. I kind of assumed that you'd know that I wasn't selling life insurance.
You can never be sure, they're tricky buggers.
Okay. Yes, tricky buggers, possibly. Do you think someone selling life insurance, knives, or a Hoover would be wandering around the sewers with a face like this?
You never know.
I feel like you do.
I just like to make sure, all right?
Okay, yes, no, not selling Hoovers, knives, or life insurance. If you would like information, we can maybe make a deal. That's about it.
Information on what?
What do you want to know?
Well, if there's a way out of the city.
Yes, the ritual, apparently.
Oh, lovely. All right then.
I could maybe, if I can find someone who can enact it and figure it out, then...
I don't want to hurt people, though.
Okay. Well, possibly there's a workaround. There are too many variables for me to say that it's an actual way out the city.
I'm sure I'm not scientist or something. Use some awfully big words.
Have you been hanging around with morons?
Yes.
That might explain it then.
Mm.
So, if you can remember anything about the ritual, and I manage to find someone who can work it out, I will give you a discount on an escape.
So if I tell you how to get out of the city,
Well, you don't know how
you'll
to get
give
out.
me a bloody discount.
Yes. You don't
a
know.
bloody discount.
I mean, you can't even remember if they're crows
Oh,
or
no,
ravens.
no, young fella, me lad. No, young fella, me lad. No. If I help you with the ritual, then we're even Stevens. No bloody discounts. What do you take me for? Some sort of idiot?
I mean, if we were even Stevens, that means you'd pay full price.
No.
Because no one
I
would
bring
know
something,
anything.
and you bring something. That makes us even.
Yes, I'm bringing you the way to get out of the city.
And
You're
I'm
bringing-
helping you get out of the city as well.
Yes.
So no bloody charge.
Oh, so you want it for free? Well, it depends how good your information
No,
is. Really.
I want you to do it for free. Because I don't have any bloody money.
Well, money isn't the only thing
Don't-
I'm paying.
You're not talking about rats.
I'm not. I don't know. I
Or
don't
my
want
tea.
that. I don't want your tea.
Well, I don't have
I can
anything
buy
else.
tea. I can probably buy brats as well.
Not mine. You can't. Mine is special.
Okay, so how about we retire to... which one would be the best? I don't think it would be a good idea to go above ground right now. How about we go to my place in the sewers and we can discuss...
What's wrong with this place?
It's a little exposed. Anyone could walk around the corner at any second. My place has...
Well, no. My babies would tell me if they were coming.
I mean, what if you're asleep? It's, I have an actual place. I have.
Are you trying it on, young man?
Not even. I would never dare.
All right then. Just want to make sure. Never
Okay.
tell young men.
I feel like you can. So what do you say? You can try and we'll have a chat, and you can try and remember some of your.
You try any funny business, you'll be seeing the wrong end of my crossbow, young man. And you're not too old to go over my knee, you know.
Heaven forbid. Shall we go?
All right, hang on a second. I'm just going to sort of pack up my hexy burner and sort of like bundle on a few more rags, and a whole bunch of rats will just come skittering out and just like crawl up into my clothes.
There we go, babies. Oh, yes. little, yes.
Despite
Oh, look,
initial appearances.
Penelope's.
Despite initial appearances, Loki, seems like she's got her shit together. It's weird.
It comes and goes, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Florence is going to sort of like hobble up to you and just like open her book and go, look,
Penelope's had a litter. Look at them, aren't they adorable?
Lovely.
We're so juicy looking as well. Would you like to try one?
I ate recently, thank you.
All right.
Did you eat recently? Let's find out.
Okay.
Roll me a d10.
Yeah, right.
And then probably going to divide it by 2, round down. Okay. You are... Oh, I could be mean and say you're at 5 hunger, but you're at 3 hunger.
You did say divided by 2 and round down. Surely that would
Oh,
be...
so you're at 2. Sorry. Yes, I was rounding up. Just habit.
You can't maths over Loki, sir.
I tried.
John was the hungry one.
You're at 2 hunger, Florence is at 1, and you pack your things and get led through a winding series of turns about this sewer system. The sewer system itself is not complicated. It's very, like, the main large pipes that people can normally get around, not difficult to get through or difficult to navigate through. But it's once you start to think about, wait, how long has it been? Or wait, how many turns did we take? That's when you're like, okay, yes, Loki is well hidden. And
When you get to my place, there are dead ends, you know, like some it almost seems sometimes like it's been dug out and like it goes round into a dead end, things like that. And he will say, as it starts getting more windy and more complex, step where I step and don't wander off. Otherwise you will, depending on where you wander off to, you may die.
Why?
This whole place is trapped.
Oh, interesting. All right, then. Very clever of you.
Thank you. So yes, step where I
I'm
step.
going to try and memorize where all the steps. I'm going to try and remember where I'm stepping.
okay,
You know,
that
next
will
time.
be an intelligence plus. I would-
Survival?
Yes. Intelligence survival or intelligence athletics.
I'll go take survival.
I don't know how important this is, but this haven is 4 dots, postern security maze. So
It's
it's quite
important.
complex.
Don't you worry. It's very important that you have got that. So that's your main one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my main one. Slowly, the viewers will come to find out how fucking paranoid Loki is.
Nice.
It's great. So you think you're part of the way there. You're like, if I came up to this point again, you might not get trapped by something. But
You're not 100% sure. It's just like, was that a left or a right? Or, you know.
Yeah, it's
There's a very complicated series of things.
I was like, oh, I don't think I can remember that.
There's a lot.
there's a lot. It
Are
is
you
a
tap dancing, young man? That's hopscotch.
No, it's just never.
I'm going to throw a pebble down to the end and try and hopscotch.
As long as you.
In your steps, yeah.
I was going to say, as long as you step where I step, that's fine. But
I think
Ah, there we go. Lovely.
yeah,
Well done.
you can totally play hopscotch with that, with your life. Yeah, so after a little bit of time and effort, you get to Loki's main place. This was not... No, this is the place you were when you met Mr. Thingy.
Gates.
Gates. And...
Bill to his friends.
Yeah. What are you two up to here? Would you like to move forward to something else?
Well, I'm gonna set up my my laptop, and
very newfangled.
thank you. So you're welcome to stay here. I think probably it's best if we just stop off here for a moment, and then move to one of my other locations, because otherwise it's going to be difficult for you leaving and coming back without me. You know, obviously I'm going to have to hold your hand.
I'm not that sort of girl, you know.
I mean, okay. But you know what I mean. Like it's going to be
Awkward.
very time consuming to keep coming and going here. So we'll go to another location. But I just want to get down everything that you said, and then maybe on the way to the new place we can go visit one of my friends and see if he has any information about this. Aside from the crossbow, do you have anything to protect yourself with? And the rats, obviously.
Yeah, Florence just sort of wiggles her hand and the knife falls down her sleeve. She's like,
I've got this as well.
I imagine that would look quite terrifying. Just like out of nowhere.
I've got this.
It's still got some like blood on it and things. And it's just like, you know, it's kind of like there's all sort of like old blood encrusted on the handle, and it's filthy, and you know.
Well, okay. If you ever want, I can probably get you in contact with, or maybe procure for you a firearm of some kind. Possibly.
Oh, it'd be like a gun. Oh no, I don't need a gun. It's fine. I've got my crossbow. It's a good crossbow.
I mean, yes, no, you know, crossbow like this is specifically designed for killing a vampire, kindred.
Well, it'll kill anybody if you shoot them hard enough, you know.
Yes, but what if there's two people? I've got 15 in the chamber here. I don't know how many I have in the chamber, Josh. You can decide that.
Let's take a look. What is your resources?
2.
Some dick blood.
Yeah, it's two dots in resources.
Then currently you have like half a magazine.
I've got like 5 bullets in here.
Oh, really?
So maybe it wouldn't be difficult for you to get more, but
yeah, I'll have
just
to go
from dramatic effect. If it comes to it, you may run out of bullets.
Okay.
Well, I mean, awfully loud though.
I mean, when you're in a situation where you have to fire your gun, it's very likely that it doesn't matter how loud it is.
I just try not to get in those situations. I'm quite good at it.
Well, you say that, but haven't you been in a fight with hunters and a serial killer, vampire, magician, wizard?
Well, yes, but that was just, you know.
So how hard have you been trying not to get in these situations?
Surprisingly hard.
And how are you getting in these situations then?
You know, well, idiots.
Okay. I don't
My
exactly.
friends are idiots.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to meet them then. I'm sure I'll enjoy getting into horrible situations.
Okay.
Mm.
Florence, you probably are able to find a bunk or somewhere on the floor to sleep.
There's a bed and a couch, like a ratty couch.
Oh well, Florence is just like, oh, lovely.
It does actually have rats
luxury.
in it. There's a couple of rats like living under the cushions.
In that case, what I'll probably like try start coaxing them out and just like,
Oh, hello. What's your name then? You didn't tell me you had babies.
I don't.
Oh, yes, you do. Look, I'll name them then. This is Terence, and that one over there is Betty. Yes.
You can tell what sex a rat is from that distance.
Have you ever looked at a rat closely?
I'm just going to sort of pick one of my male rats up and just be like,
Do you see these huge things here that drag on the ground, right? That's a boy rat.
I honestly have never tried to discern the giant testicles of a rat.
It's hard to miss. They're bloody enormous.
I used to have rats. They really fucking are. They drag on the goddamn ground.
I used to date a girl who had rats, and she put the rats on me, and then their huge testicles were like flying,
dragging on your shoulder.
Yeah, it's possibly the most disturbing experience of my life.
Oh,
Wow.
my sweet summer child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Anywhere where there are no rats.
Okay, that's difficult.
Where should we go? Yeah. I want to go to the rented basement again.
Okay.
But I would also like to call in on Bubbles so we'd probably wait till nighttime again, because I assume it's fairly late by the time we get to mine.
Yeah, it probably took a bit of time. So in that case, both of you make rouse checks to awaken for the night. And then Loki, you get hungrier.
God damn it. So before we set out, I will say, you offered me one of those rats. Do you think you would be still amenable to a quick drink?
You've got some perfectly good ones here.
In terms of game mechanics, I don't believe I can.
You don't have a herd.
No.
And you are not good at wrangling rats, so they're probably already scattered.
Probably what I'll do is I'll sort of like I'll because I've been like coaxing the rats all night, and so I'll just be like,
Oh, there's a little ratty. There you go.
Thank you.
That's Betty. Say thank you, Betty.
Thank you, Betty.
Betty dies. Yeah, so that comes out of your herd, if you are okay with that, Florence.
Yep, that's fine.
How many dots?
I wouldn't ask for much. Just take the edge off, so probably one.
It's up to Florence.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, one. Because this is something I didn't do last season, I would like to start. So now you've fed, you're at 2 hunger now. Please roll me a d10. Six. That is good for you.
Oh, good.
This is a Oh, okay. This is a resonance of animal blood. I don't know if your character is used to it. Loki might have eaten an animal before, but basically, this one was good and juicy and plump and full of life until it wasn't, and now that belongs to you. So you currently have 2 dots in either animalism or protean. Your choice.
I will go with animalism. Okay. Animalism. So.
Good. Florence.
Sorry. I was just going to say, on the way to the thing, I'd like to call in on Bubbles.
Okay. I'm assuming you're taking Florence with you?
Yeah.
Florence, you've probably fed from your herd in the meantime, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, so
you
I'll
roll me a
lose the-
d10 as well.
Okay.
So you have subsisted on your less special rats, the ones you don't breed. So their blood is not quite as tasty. It doesn't have that extra bit in it. You only get 1 animalism point. Or I guess you can have protein if you want.
No, I'll take the animalism. So that means I lose the point in fortitude, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's good. I got my animalism back. Yay!
Yay. And you two can, each time you feed, you can change the powers that you choose for each level, which is fine by me. But for the moment, you have your powers, you have your blood, and you go to see Bubbles. Where does Bubbles live in the city?
Bubbles lives in I'd say probably like a abandoned, half ruinous building. Like not actually ruinous, but like it's got that kind of look. It's got like graffiti all over it. It's condemned. He lives.
Okay.
He lives in a place like that.
I'm gonna take a quick look at the map.
Okay.
It's probably not too far, Florence. Now he's leading you there.
Mm-hmm.
You probably realise it's not too far from where Mr. Brass's place was. It's in that same area of town up north.
No, I know. I think I know sort of where we are.
It's not too far from there. And it will be like just a rundown set of apartments. Apartment block. It's not the most pleasant place, but it looks very cheap, and that is extremely important. And you pass people, in these tight corridors, and you just don't look at each other, sort of thing. Just mind your own business, and eventually arrive at flat number 10. All the way up to the first floor.
Woo! Stairs, eh?
Yeah.
If possible, I would like to sneak in and surprise Bubbles.
If you're gonna sneak, so am I.
So I'd probably turn to Florence and be like, so we're going to can you do something about this door? Get us in? And we'll give Bubbles a little surprise.
I'll have a go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Why? I thought you knew this person anyway.
I do. He's a friend.
And why are you trying to break into his house if he's a friend?
No reason. Can you do it?
Only if you tell me why.
Because I'm gonna shove a gun in the back of his head and scare the shit out of him.
It's not very nice.
Funny though.
Shit.
It's all those running joke things
I say as I start picking the lock. Breaking the fucking pins and stuff. What's that? Larceny dex?
Picking lock, yes. Dex plus larceny. And then sneaking for both of you would be dex stealth.
Oof.
The lock is picked. Okay.
Yes.
Bashing it out.
Don't say
or
that.
not. As it were.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so 4 for Florence and 4 for I'm going to I'm gonna roll for.
I might obfuscate as well, just to be extra
Oof.
sneaky.
He was a little bit on his.
This is where this dude lives.
Mm.
So when you turn up.
I'm gonna obfuscate as well.
Oh, okay, sure.
Does that give me a hunger dice or?
No. You stay where you are.
Yeah,
Hunger.
that's a success. So.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So Florence is just like
Loki. You thought.
turn around, you turn back, and she's gone.
Yeah, you thought Florence came in with you. Not anymore. Never mind. You've got a prank to pull. This can only go well. What do you do?
I assume Bubbles is in his glasses. So, like, you'll see kind of multitudes of flasks and, like, twirly glass bits that go into other twirly glass bits. And, like, a little bit of smoke, just kind of bubbly smoke on the ceiling.
Yeah, just caught on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit sifting through the air as well. But I imagine Bubbles is kind of standing there, like, you know, pouring stuff into other stuff. No idea what he does or how he does it, but he's useful. I'm gonna creep up behind him while drawing my gun. I'm gonna push the gun into the back of his head and say, "Bubbles, you fucked up for the last time."
Two successes.
There's a gun in the back of his head.
So what you get is, I don't know what's going on with you or who you are. Bubbles is gonna fucking wreck you, though. Don't. You pull that trigger. It's not gonna end well for you, son.
It's alright, Bubbles. It's just me. And I take the gun away from his head and sheath it.
Make me a wits awareness.
Okay. Oof.
Never mind.
Can I make a wits awareness?
Yeah, go on then. One. Never mind. So, Bubbles whips round and just like punches you square in the middle of the chest. It's like, Loki, I hate you. I hate you so much. But he's still smiling. He's like, how do you even get in here?
Oh, my mate let me in.
You have mates. All right then. Sure. What do you want? I've got some good stuff. I'm
actually bringing something to you this time.
No way. Did you get those tires I asked?
Not yet, no, but I will.
Okay.
So, this
Yeah.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Wait. Florence?
Yes, dear?
Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hello, madame.
Oh, well, aren't you a nice young man?
I hear your name's Florence.
Yes, that's right.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, likewise, I'm sure.
So,
Yes.
you are here to do business? My name is Bubbles.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you, Mr. Bubbles.
Just Bubbles will do. Mr. Bubbles was my father.
Oh, of course, yes. So silly of me.
Well, as glad as I am to have brought about this fortuitous meeting, maybe we can get down to business, Bubbles?
Oh, you and this boy and his business, eh? This boy. Oh, he's a good one, though. Yeah, your business, please. Lay it on me. Let me know what's going on, lad.
So, I have come into a small smattering of information that
As you
is
always
of,
do.
as I do, that is of less usefulness to me, but maybe you can do something with it. However, if I give you this information and it comes to something, we will split the proceeds, the profits, between... are you wanting any gain off this, Florence?
Gain?
Yeah, it's talking about the ritual that you mentioned.
Well, we are the bloody city.
Don't we all, love? Don't we all?
Kind of spoiled the surprise there. Are you wanting gain from this?
It was a surprise.
Am I to understand that you think you found a way out of the city?
Possibly. No, possibly.
Okay,
and
then.
if you can figure it out, Bubbles, then we can sell it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. If this comes to anything at all, I will be extremely glad. Especially since that bastard Brass is out of here. So, a lot more business is likely to come my way with something like that. I understand. This entrepreneurial young lad, marvellous. I am very excited, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you this for free because we're mates.
Oh, yeah.
Gates is wandering around in force again.
Mr. Gates.
Mr. Gates, out in force.
Oh, Jingles.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah. You may want to relocate, you know what I mean?
Who's Mr. Gates, then?
Information. Information. If you want to know, you give me something.
I gave you a
dear,
rat.
My dear, allow me to elaborate, as this tight-lipped one, he always requires a price. I, however, will do anything for a pretty face.
You're a dick, Bubbles, you know that?
It's not just your information, and we would hate if anything happened to the lovely Florence here. So,
Also, he did put a gun to your head, so you know.
Yeah, he's a prick.
Yeah.
Mr. Gates. No one really knows who he is, how old he is, where he comes from, what he does. What he does do, when people find out, is often unpleasant and located in very specific areas of the city. He doesn't get out much, which isn't saying a lot for the Nosferatu anymore, but he appears to be exactly what he's named. He's the gatekeeper. What that means, no one knows.
Some of us know.
Gatekeeper to the
Some people think they know.
bit, or the gatekeeper to the city, or...
That's a bit beyond my pay grade. I'm very sorry that I am of no longer use to you. However, if you wish to avail yourself of some of my services, then please,
well,
come knocking any time. And
I'd love
please
a cup of
knock.
tea.
A cup of tea. I don't have a tea kettle or tea.
I do.
And he just kind of moves like a titration glass out of the way of a
like a
burner,
cup, yeah?
puts a grate over it, and is like, help yourself.
Oh, lovely, thank you. Would you like a cup, dear? What about you, young man?
I'm okay, thank you.
All right, then.
So this business deal, Loki.
Well, actually, talking on that, I have a little bit more information for you, but half price on our next deal. Yeah, half price.
For you or for me?
For me. I'm the one giving you a bit more information here.
I'll see if it's worth it.
All right. I'm willing to extend a little bit, seeing as we're friends. The Nosferatu are coming out. Like, back in force. Wandering around. You're going to be seeing more of them. It's not just Gates.
Well, I hardly expect it to affect my bottom line,
You think
but
so?
it will mean we have to be more careful.
You're gonna have to move around more. Don't want people coming in here sticking guns into your head.
Yeah, I would hate for that to happen. Smarmy little git. Look. Half price on your next deal. If you can find me.
I can always find you.
Yeah.
Someone always tells me where you are, Bubbles. You know that.
I got too many loyal customers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
Absolutely. So, this ritual. Possibly a way out of the city.
I gathered.
We have first... I will let her detail it. And I assume we don't want to actually go through the details of it again, you know, like...
There were ravens and crows.
But serial killers.
Nice.
Yeah,
But
he
Lawrence
scribbles
here-
stuff down. He's like,
And I'll
this is
draw,
not going to be easy.
I'm going to
Oh,
draw
I
this
didn't
schedule because I'll probably search through all my fucking pockets until I find a slightly rat nibble bit of paper to be like,
I wrote down the sigilly thing as well.
Thank you.
there's rat pee on the paper.
I'll deal with it. I think I
don't expect you to get this right away, Bubbles. This is something that we're going to have to research, look into. I'm going to need to gather more information on it, but it's a start, right?
It is a start.
And if it can get people out of the city...
That's a very soft maybe right now. What you need to get me, what I need most right now, is maybe some of the blood of the person who's doing it. Maybe
might
some
be
of
an
the
issue
blood.
with that.
All right, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, seeing as how he's,
I'm just going to sort of go over to you and just be like,
does he know what we are?
Oh, yes, he's
All
one
right.
too.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. Yes, well, he sort of, funked a bit, so the blood is...
Very difficult to acquire. Right.
Yeah.
I see.
Possibly impossible.
Well... Just out of curiosity, if you drink the blood of another kindred, does that still count as being their blood, or has it become your blood then?
Does the lovely lady in front of me have hidden depths, methinks?
What do you mean?
Sorry, did you drink a vampire?
Oh, no, I didn't know. But somebody else might have.
I don't know. The blood I use is normally mortal. And mine. So no one's ever asked to borrow it. But there is power in it. And tasting it definitely makes it yours, in my experience.
So taking the blood of the person who drank him wouldn't work? Or would?
Most likely, if they have any left.
Could be worth it.
He might be a bit grumpy about it, though. Also, I don't know where he is.
Well,
He did a runner.
I can, if I have a description, I can put some people on it, see if we can track him down.
I don't... I'm not sure about that.
And I don't suppose this list isn't going to get much longer. However, I may also require either just a raven, or possibly even one of the ravens that you are specifically talking about. I have literally no idea. I won't know until I try. But if you can get me a raven, that will help.
Well, there were a lot of ravens involved, so I'd guess that it's probably fairly easy to find one of the ones that was actually, all over the bloody place all the time, just watching us.
This happens every couple of hours.
What does?
Don't worry. So, Raven, possibly impossible blood to get. Seems difficult, but worthwhile. Oh, do we have a
Not
partnership?
just difficult.
I mean, possibly impossible, yes.
I'm pissing in the breeze here. I've no idea.
I mean,
But
it's
that would be
worth-
where I would start.
It's worth an investigation for the payoff.
The payoff. Ooh, that
Right.
would be sweet.
Imagine the type of people we could have owing us favors.
And at the moment, seems pretty low risk, so I am very willing to work with you on this. Like I said, anything you need.
Right,
Within reason.
deal then.
Yeah, he very heartily slaps your hand together like a big... And it's just like... "Ugh."
I can always rely on you, Bubbles.
Everyone can.
Well, Florence, unless you'd like something from Bubbles, I don't know. Bubbles, what have you got at the moment?
Let's take a look at the old fridge.
Okay.
And he starts squeezing his arms a little bit and flexing. And waddles over to a literal fridge. And he's like, I've been told... He wiggles a bottle of blood, basically.
Mm.
This one can make you the opposite of what you expect to be. I've never tried it myself. I enjoy being masculine. However, if you would prefer to be feminine, low-key, this is the one to imbibe.
I can think of a few examples where that might be useful, but
It is permanent.
I don't think I want to go with permanent right now.
You know what?
Although, Florence, if you're interested in any of these, I feel like I owe you, so... And I am, of course, getting 50% off, right?
But I don't have any money.
Oh, it's all right. I'll pay for it.
How generous of him. I'm
Well-
sure he won't ask anything in return.
Absolutely not.
Here.
I'm not as clean as I'm cabbage looking, I didn't get it on the last bus, so I know what you're trying to do. I'm not going to be in debt to you. No, I won't owe you anything. You'll bloody use it against me, and then I'll end up...
It's okay. It's okay. I'll inform you of the look he gets when he's looking for a deal, because I have seen it many times. If you are looking to have the grace of a cat, then this here is exactly what you need. Balance on tight ropes. You can even do a handstand. And he looks amazed at that, like, I've never
I
done
do
a
a bloody
handstand.
handstand anyway, thank you very much.
Then perhaps that is not what you were looking for. I could find you something that can make you even more alluring than you currently are. And he hands over, like, one that's got slight purple swirls, like when you see metallic pigments inside, but it's still blood. And he's like, this one can make you even more alluring. Or its cousin, the one that will scare your foes.
Alluring. Are we talking golden tongue, or are we talking just physically?
Oh, this can be for you, golden-tongued one. Yes, there is many applications to this. But eyes will be on you for a while.
Anything that would make better at making me shoot things.
The cat one, maybe?
Better at making you shoot things. I do not think so. I have heard of such a thing. and I can research it for you for a price, and then an extra price when I make it. But that would be extremely difficult.
I might
sorry to
take
say.
the one that is maybe I could do better handstands, or would it make me better at being a bit.
Absolutely.
Make less
If-
noise.
If when you need to be, and he mimics you perfectly, you need to be on top of a roof, you need to be on top of a pole, you need to be on top of a pin, this is the one for you.
I'm
Well
gonna,
then.
I'm gonna take a look at Loki and just be like,
What?
All right then.
Wonderful. So, Bubbles, the potion for the young lady, and put it on my tab.
I'm not some medieval fairy tale seller of the occult items. I am an artiste. I am an alchemist. So please, not a potion. It's just a drink.
I used to dibble with alchemy a bit, but I never really,
Bubbles
Never took
my
off, did it?
friend.
That's a shame.
Uh,
As long as you
Bubbles.
traded it in for something worthwhile. 10,000 hours spending and learning, until you mastered a thing. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Bubbles, my friend, you look like an insane homeless man, and you sound like a vegetable seller.
And that's why you love me.
Very true.
His grin is like, yellow,
Yeah.
weirdly shaped teeth. Like they've definitely been rotted before he died.
Florence is like, yeah, he's great. I like him.
I mean, Sheepy's also like, yeah, he's great. I love him.
You gave me someone called Bubbles,
Yeah, I did.
Sheepy.
I gave you a lot of stuff from Loki. Yes. So, if you would hand the lady the drink, we can put it on my tab at 50% off. Unless you'd like to make a deal now.
I'm rather looking for a little cash injection, I'm afraid. Unless you have a significant amount of medical supplies available to you, then I'm afraid I need the cash now.
Are we talking medical supplies or medical supplies?
Florence is reaching
Genuine-
under things and she's
Oh,
like,
I've got £5.
No. I just put a hand down. No.
All
That's
right then, that's fine. I'll just.
I'm sorry, I've slightly outpriced you, my lady. Loki,
yeah. All right.
and that'll take a dot of your resources for, I think, either a week or a month. I can't remember.
I'm just gonna offer. I'm just gonna sort of plop the $5 on top of those.
There we go. That's for the tea making.
£5 worth of tea.
Nice young man.
Yeah, he like glugs it down. Make a dex etiquette roll. Make your dexterity roll to see how enamored he is. 2. He has one of those giant mugs and it's full to the brim. He sips it until it's like, and then he's like, bah.
That's what I like to see, a man who enjoys his tea. Yeah.
Worth a discount on its own.
Oh,
Maybe, Bubbles, next time myself and the young lady come back, you will have a teapot.
That is an excellent idea, and I'm glad I thought of it. Now, I have things to be cooking.
All right. Well, if you need anything,
so are we having them now or later?
It
you
won't
can-
last you, I'm afraid. It
Oh,
will, mechanically speaking, last for one scene.
right. So we'll just hold
But
on
the-
to it then.
It has longevity, so you can hold on to it for a while, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to say when it runs out, because it won't. But I don't know if the book says anything about that. I'm not going to check. However, you do have a potion that gives you the ability... Cat's Grace.
Dex boost, yeah.
Which I will post in the thing. There you go. For when you need it.
When I was making Loki, like we were making a new character with Josh, I was like, I want someone with utility, and Josh was like, well, these are some things you might like.
That was fun. So, you know what you need, which is something I should write down.
Oh, crap, I need to write that down too.
I've written it down. Look at me.
I have so many notes from today. It's like, do you know how many notes I took with John? None. That motherfucker knew nothing. It was great.
Oh,
What do you think of Florence? Because, like, you know, Florence's memory is vague as fuck.
that's fair. Okay.
So yeah, unless Florence, like makes it known that there's something she wants done, or something she needs to do, I'm just gonna lead her to the. I think I said basement we were going to. So yeah, I'll lead her to the basement.
Okay, cool.
So yes, this is another of my domiciles. You will incur no rent or favors.
You bloody right, I won't. You asked me to come here.
I offered. There is a difference. And I did say you will owe no favors or owe no rent. Obviously, I can't put you up forever, but
That's fine.
this is one of my places that is reasonably safe. Just maybe keep an eye out, and if you need to exit, there's a little window up there which you can squeeze through.
Oh, lovely. All right. All
Just
right,
the one window.
baby. It's fine. Yes. Babies? All right. This is our new house, so I want you to have a look around, all right? Yes, and tell me if the bad people are okay.
So a bunch of rats just, like, kind of scurry off and...
Charisma plus Animal Ken.
Right.
And you're asking them to, like,
Just keep a lookout.
keep a lookout. Yeah. 3 successes. That's pretty good. Some of them disappear, run around. Some of them play, you know. But there are a significant amount of rats scurrying around your wonderful basement, Loki.
The basement's like really Spartan. It's like a couple of beds, a closet, and that's it. There's nothing here.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you would like to do in this night?
No. I think Loki's got everything done he needs to get done, so he's going to transfer everything from his head to his laptop. All the stuff he talked to Florence about and everything. So he's going to be sitting up till it's time to sleep doing that, and maybe going through just some of his old notes, information gathered, this kind of thing. Nothing too important.
All right then. Great. In that case, Florence, is there anything you would like to do with this night?
I can think of one thing Florence might want to do.
What?
Go check on your touchstone.
I was literally just thinking that, yeah. So she's going to be like,
Is it like safe to go out here? Well,
I mean, yes. It's a slightly rough neighborhood, but
so fun.
most people here don't have anything worth stealing, so they quite often don't bother trying to steal from me.
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody tried to mug me once.
You know what? I have a feeling like you're going to fit in very well around here. They probably won't notice you.
Anyway, no. I need to go out and do so. I'll be back in a bit. Don't wait up. I'll be back.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna go to my daughter's house. So I'm gonna obfuscate, head to my daughter's house, invisibly.
Okay.
And then, shall we roll for that?
Yeah, please, for the blood. You're fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I'm sort of like just gonna go to my daughter's house and just kind of like be peering in through the windows like a creepy old lady and just sort of like
make me a wits plus awareness roll, I guess, just for peeking.
I'm good at peeking. Oh yeah.
Damn, you are a creepy peeper. What do you see? You see a lot. Relatively normal house life with her kid. It's getting pretty late, so I think you just kind of catch the beginning of bedtime, and then she comes back downstairs after a bit.
Well, her kid is like, teenager at least.
Course, yes. That is something I forgot. Okay.
In fact, I think she has 2 kids, and they're both sort of like teenagers, early 20s kind of thing. So
okay, so I guess bedtime is more of a, no, I don't want to go to bed, Mum, but you've got school tomorrow. So...
fucking A-levels, get the fuck to bed.
Yeah, exactly. So there's probably one of them
Have you
around.
revised? Have you fucking cleaned your uniform? You're supposed to wash your uniform, not me. Put it in the fucking washing machine. I'll tumble dry it for you. Sorry.
That.
Channeling some mum. Yeah.
There is some mumming going on. There is also a lot of, once kid is in bed, worrying. Messing with papers on kitchen table, sort of worrying. But after a bit, she just kind of leaves that where it is.
Has a motherfucking glass of wine.
Puts on Gilmore Girls.
Dead to me, that's it. No. What nonsense is this?
You're disowned.
Yeah, bloody Star Trek is what it is. But anyway, yes. No
I
daughter
always
of
do
mine
better
was
than
dead.
Anyway, so yes, it's just like...
Seems all right.
And I'm just going to sort of like go around the house and make sure the like everything's secure kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a dexterity larceny roll to me.
All right.
Two successes. Seems to you that it's fairly standard Yale lock stuff. It seems secure. It's like those big, thick, white, double-glazed units. It's like lots of plastic and difficult to get.
Basically, it's super easy to kick down, but
I mean, yeah, you could probably force your way in, but that is... I don't know. I don't know how likely that is to happen in this world.
Yeah. Florence doing it? Very fucking unlikely. What was I going to say? Didn't I also leave a rat watching her?
You may have done. I may have forgotten. However, roll me manipulation animal ken. See if you find it. Oh, are those both 10s? Well, that's a messy critical. So you get 4 successes, but the beast gets in the way and makes sure you find this rat. And makes sure that you learn everything you can from it. You find it in the bin. And what better way to learn about people than sifting through their bin? You probably find shredded bits of paper that you may be able to piece together at some point.
Interesting. Right, I've got some sellotape. I think I can get some sellotape. That's fine. I can get some sellotape. Yes, we can get this. Yes, oh, so good boy.
Did you bring Loki with you?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say I doubt that.
No.
Just wondering.
Are you fucking high? No way is he going near my touchstone.
Alrighty then.
So I've basically sort of like, so how sort of like, what information can I get from the rat kind of thing? Has there been anybody lurking? Is he like looking worried?
You can't talk to the rat.
No, I can't talk to the rat, but I can,
it does an interpretive dance for you. I'm not quite sure what your beast does to this rat to make sure it tells you.
Tell me.
You probably scare the shit out of it. It's like, that's a predator. So it plays dead for a bit and then opens one eye and then
Tell Granny. Tell Granny where it is.
tells you. There's not been anyone lurking. There have been visitors. I don't know how does your rat relay this? It probably like traces the steps of people.
it's like run up the steps, run down the steps, run up the steps, run down the steps, run up the steps, run down the steps. And then just sort of like washes its nose because that's like kind of, it's fine. Just run up the steps, run down the steps, it's fine. Run up the steps, run down the steps, it's fine.
Is that what
Run
they
up
do
the
that
steps.
for?
It's
Well,
just like
that's
a
cute.
little sort of like, yeah. It's kind of like just a little sort of like, yeah, this is fine. What was that? Kind of thing.
Cool. And that's what you find out. Although your rat is significantly more wary around you now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, come on, baby. Come on. Get. Good boy, right. Alrighty then, so this seems fine.
And then I'm going to leave
I-
a different rat.
And be like, right, it takes turns. You get to stay with mummy, and you stay, and you watch.
I actually have a. Oh, well, sorry. Once you're done, I have a question.
No,
No.
I was just saying, I'm just going to leave another rat on guard, duty, observation, sort of thing. A different one. Is that okay?
Oh yes, sorry. I'm trying to fix the rolls camera, but yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you're looking
this-
very. I was like, is that not okay? I'm sorry.
It's not fine, Fuzzy.
No
It's
guard
not
rats for you.
That would be another animal Ken manipulation. There we go. I fixed it. Now you can actually see what's going on. Oh shit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. This rat salutes you.
It's like a little.
And is once again the beast comes out to command your herd. These are your rats. They do what you say, or you kill them.
It's just like, right.
And you
watch.
kill them.
Yeah, you watch them. You watch them. You watch them. Good boy.
Your herd is a lot less active now. It's like a lot quieter. It's like, don't make noise, do not disturb mother. Sort of thing. Even your trained. Are you leaving one of your herd, or are you leaving one of your trained
I am
retainers?
leaving one of my trained.
Okay.
Because
Yeah. Even they're a bit tetchy around you. But it salutes. It runs off, dives
Finds
in
a
the
toothpick,
rubbish.
starts marching up and down with a toothpick on its shoulder. I have a question. Did you leave any rats at my basement apartment?
That's probably a few lurking around, yeah.
Do I know how loyal like the rats tend to be in these situations?
Are you gonna try and suborn one of my rats?
You can make me a intelligence occult roll if you would like.
Okay, I think I have some occult going on. Yeah, I have a little occult going on.
2 successes.
Only 1 crit.
2 successes. You are aware that there's a varying scale, and it can be literally normal animals, pets, to this animal would lay down its life and follow orders to the word, depending on how well she has trained them and what method she has used to train them.
Okay. Seeing as there's a possibility this is too good an opportunity to pass up, seeing as what happened earlier, I would like to use Feral Whispers to have a chat with one of these rats.
Okay. Spend the blood.
Okay.
Or don't spend it, but roll it.
Rouse check, yeah. Please.
And I am going to quickly refresh my memory on that. So you go up in hunger.
Yeah. So it's and also for people who are watching who don't know, it is simple communication, requires no dice pool test.
If you ask it to do something, that's a roll. If you
summon it, it's a roll too. Yeah.
Summon it, it's a roll. But you can start. How does Loki start speaking to the rats? Does he talk in a human voice or rat voice?
He keeps his voice. He just channels the blood, crouches down, kind of, starts talking just kind of calmly, like you would to any animal, and then progresses into trying to gather some information, like get some information out of it. And because a chat with a rat is probably a reasonably hard scene to do. Basically, what I'm asking is I want information on Florence's companions, what the rats know about them. I'm not going to ask them anything about Florence, just the people she was with. Like where they tended to go, like this kind of thing.
The 2 herd rats that you get chatting are fairly simple creatures, but the answers they give you are like, yes, friends. She has a pack. Food?
I don't have any food, so.
And then they get bored and look elsewhere, unless you would like to do a manipulation roll.
I did kind of waste my blood if this is all I'm going to get from them. I will try a manipulation roll, yeah.
Okay, do it.
So it's
manipulation animal ken.
Animal ken. I was like, I don't need animal ken.
2 successes. They're just rats. This is all you needed. They're just like, pretty one. And they look at each other like, pretty one. Other pretty one. Other pretty one. Then there was the little one, the baby. The baby's gone. The baby ate Fred. No, wouldn't be named Fred, would it? Baby ate George. She's gone now. The really ugly one. Even uglier than Mummy. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. Shh. She gone.
I won't say a word.
She's gone. 2 pretty ones.
2 pretty ones.
And a big one.
Big one. Now the big one.
Kind of liked him.
Okay.
Smelled nice.
Go on.
Smelled like food. Big strong one. Friends with Mummy. Gone.
Gone where? It's all right. It's all right. If you don't know.
Gone recently.
Recently. Okay.
Gone with a raven.
Now, did you ever go with your mother
Yes.
to see a vampire?
Yes.
A woman.
Yes?
Very pretty woman. Very strong, powerful woman. Did you ever hear your mother mention Angelica?
Mummy doesn't talk to us.
But you hear her.
Yes.
Did you ever hear her mention Angelica? Come on.
Don't know. Mummy doesn't talk to us.
All right. Okay. Well, that's something.
Lots of different people. Mummy's very popular.
Could I mention the Would I don't think I'd have known where Angelica got killed, so I don't think that's going to help me. Okay, that's going to be enough for me. All right.
There was a woman. She
Okay.
hung around for a bit. We did see women. Yes, like Mummy,
Good.
but not as nice.
No, obviously. Well, you've been very helpful, and I'm sure your mum is very glad that you're around to protect her.
Food?
I don't have any food, no. I'm sure when your mum gets back, she'll feed you.
They scamper off.
That was a fucking waste of time. And yeah, I'll go back to my laptop. And I'm making a note in my laptop. Rats are
Huge success.
useless at information. Yeah, just like have a big note in one of my like notepads, just like never use rats for information gathering. Underline.
They're herd rats. What do you expect?
Yeah, no, I figured it was like low key. Figured it was worth a shot.
You find out, yeah, that they have definitely seen women talking to Florence.
Yeah.
Whether those women are Angelica, you cannot tell.
Okay.
Because they don't speak English. Okay. Florence, do you come directly back to the basement?
Probably, yeah. I'll probably like stop off, in some supermarket bins, get some food for the rats, and then sort of like come back. Just like,
Babies, what are you?
So what Loki does here is like, food, mummy, and then like that.
I have switched that off. I'm not talking to those rats anymore. I hear squeaking at best.
yeah. I got
They
you
were
some
useless.
Chips, and I got you some biscuits, and I got you some fruit because you should have a balanced diet. Yes, there you go, babies. There you go.
It's just this herd of rats just like nom, 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 nom.
This is tearing apples and
No, they're
bananas
all- they're
apart.
all- No. It's all like apple slices and things, and they're all just like,
Okay, they're a lot less feral than I imagined them. Okay,
no,
good.
yeah, rats are adorable when they eat.
When Florence is back, I assume you've come back now, and
Oh, hello.
I swivel around in my chair with my fingers steepled. So, where have
Yes?
you been?
I was getting food for the babies.
Well, welcome back.
Good babies, yes.
I'm not even going to try and incite that lie. It's very obvious.
Oh, super. Yeah, Florence is just like,
I was just getting food for my babies, yes.
Yeah. And it's not like I was actually interested. I was just doing a Blumfeld bit.
Florence, I've been expecting you.
So,
No, duh.
yes, make yourself at home. I have
Right.
work to be getting back to.
Okay.
And I swivel back round and start typing again.
The two of you, if you're not doing anything else tonight, should make a rouse check.
Fuck. I'm really worried. Like, I've become so paranoid about rouse checks and hunger after John. Oh, thank God.
Why would you need to be paranoid?
ooh, do I get hungrier? Do I get hungrier?
Yeah, you do.
Yay. It's fine.
And then it's the next night. And you are safe. Probably safer than you are aware you have been for a very long time.
Well, not me.
Maybe
Oh.
since the beginning of the cottage, Florence. Like, the cottage for a while was a very safe place. But now, not so much.
In that case, Florence is just going to be like,
Do you have any sellotape there?
Where?
Here.
Here.
Yes.
No, I mean, look around. Couple of beds.
There's
Is
a
it?
cupboard over there.
Yes. I mean, go look at it. There is nothing in there. There is nothing in there.
Narnia? No, all right.
Unfortunately,
I used to love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was a girl, you know.
I found it to be worryingly subtle with tones of religious context.
Yes, I mean, it was obviously a huge god botherer, but, it's quite like, I mean, obviously Tolkien is much better, but
Yes,
I
I do
quite
enjoy him.
the first couple of the Magician's Nephew was quite a good one. That was less sort of, than, sort of, once he really got going on the Aslan stuff, though, he just, yeah.
Yeah, no, you should try the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant by Stephen Donaldson. Really good series of books. A lot more relatable as well for people like us.
How do you mean?
It's all about redemption and not wanting to be involved in the world. It's powerful stuff.
Well, I quite like the world, It's interesting. I like to watch people go by.
I love watching people go by. Very often I find out things about them.
But sometimes they fall over. It's always quite funny.
Yes, no, yeah, that too. Should we start trying to locate your friends?
Oh, well, I'd quite like to get some sellotape first. I'm just going to pop out for a bit. I think there's a 24-hour supermarket.
I hate to ask, but do you have money?
How much is sellotape these days?
Possibly more than you have.
Hang on, I think I've got a couple of quid in my knickers. Hold on a minute. Let me just.
Really didn't need to hear that.
I've got £1.50 and 2 pences. You think I would do it?
I mean, if you go somewhere with crappy sellotape, maybe.
Oh yeah, well, there's a 24-hour petrol station.
Oh yes, no, that should be fine. Yes.
That's fine. Yes, I'll just
If you find anything that can, I've been looking for something to kind of cover my face when I'm going out. So if you,
I'm just going to pull like a rag out and just be like,
Ooh, bandana.
Something that looks a little less suspect.
Well, I've only got one.
I mean, if I have a bandana around my face, I'm going to look like a bandito.
Maybe you could, I don't know, dress as a lady and put a veil over your face, like they do in the movies.
What movies do you watch?
Well, Sinbad, that was quite good.
That's about a pirate.
Harryhausen did some wonderful stop-motion animation, though.
He did, yes, that is very true.
But yes, but you could be all like, "Tootie hee hee, I'm a lady." I don't know. How do you disguise your face? Maybe you could just...
Well, it's not my face I need. Well, not precisely my face I need to disguise. It's these giant holes in the side of my cheeks that really need to be covered up.
Maybe a false beard.
Yes, if you find a false beard, that would be lovely. And I'm going to give you like a tenner or something, just to... If you find anything while you're out.
Yeah, you could probably get a false beard for a tenner.
Yeah.
But
I'm not giving up more than a tenner.
Will there be any sort of like shops that sell? I could probably go into like a Tesco Extra or some, not sorry, a fucking 24-hour Tesco and.
If you went there, could find a
novelty beard.
One of the children's toys kind of things, if you want. You've probably seen it. There's a costume and goth shop in basically the trendy, popular part of town. So it's going to be difficult for you to get to without being noticed, if that's a problem for you. You're not cursed. You are just ugly. And smelly, so they might kick you out. But that is a professional-looking costume shop.
Yeah, but that's also going to be more than a tenner, surely.
You could maybe buy something for a tenner.
You could get something there for a tenner.
All right. Okay.
I'm not going to argue with the amount of money.
You know what? That's fine. I will do that. I'll just be like, all right then, babies.
Yeah, depends on how professional exactly. Like, it's a costumes shop. They'll have a variety.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I will go and buy some fairly shit sellotape, counting out the two pences and just they smell weird because they've been on my knickers and.
You've got the security guards at the. Not if you went to the petrol station, there wouldn't be security guards, but there would be very awkward-looking managers and stuff, like just preparing for the moment when you start to act weird and they've got to step in.
Yeah.
You get watched.
Yeah, I'll just pay and thank you very much, love. Have a lovely day, and then hobble off. And then I'll go to the costume shop and I'll just be there like. Oh. How much is... Oh, no, that one. All right, there we go. And I will buy a sort of...
So, one thing I want to say, whatever you get for Loki, he will wear. So if you want to choose something ridiculous, feel free.
It's probably going to be a big bushy ginger number with ribbons in it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So I would like to get this, please, dear.
Great.
There you go.
Thank you. And she bags it up for you.
Lovely.
Next time you're around, please don't try on the produce.
Oh, sorry, dear. Sorry. It's for a friend. I just wanted to make sure You're right there?
Fine.
Oh, lovely.
What color are the ribbons?
Orange.
Well, it's ginger beard. You're not going to see.
All right, ginger beard, bright green.
Bright green. Okay. Bright green ribbons. Note it down.
Yes. Oh, I love your eyebrow piercings, by the way, dear. Did it hurt?
Yeah. A little bit.
Oh. What on earth possessed you to get it done? I mean, not that I mind, but it takes all sorts, but...
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. I just think they look cool.
Well, it's fine. Yes.
And she shows you a picture of an Instagram model who's got a variety of cheek and tongue and lip and nose and eyebrow and bridge nose and just the whole shebang.
Can't go through a metal detector kind of thing.
No,
has to stay away from magnets.
That's the goal.
Razor look-alike.
Ooh.
And you notice that they follow Nate as well, because there's like his little thing pops.
Well. Interesting. Anyway, I must be going. Ooh, what's the time? Oh, bugger me. Right, okay, let's get going. Right.
And I will sort of hobble back to the thing and be like, "There you go, dear. I got you something." And then I'm gonna basically sort of like sit on the floor and get out the sort of scraps of paper and start sellotaping them painstakingly together. It's like all shredded, right? So I'm just gonna be there like,
Okay.
Now that would go there.
I think this is probably going to be intelligence plus investigation. Or craft.
Right, hang on. Either. Let's say craft.
Yeah, let's hit craft.
Things.
That never gets a look in, does it?
What was it? Intelligence plus.
Intelligence. It's an intelligence roll. One hit.
Fucking tough.
You make progress, and it appears to be an official document not written by your daughter. But that's pretty much all you can get.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just
But you can work on it
Facilitating
later, sorry.
Paper together?
Yes, this is a thing.
A thing. Okay. Well, I'm not going to pry.
Good. But you are prying, aren't you?
Well, it just, you sellotaped that part wrong. It's just, it goes the other way around. Just trying to help. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll come back to that later.
I mean,
privacy.
It has no privacy, but we're living in a small basement. It's very hard.
Things to be getting along with, young man.
What?
Mind your own business.
Right now, no.
Private.
Well, I was.
Private.
Yes, okay, but I was suggesting that we find your friends, because presumably they're looking for you, and I can help with that.
Still don't trust you. I think you're up to something.
Yes, I have been very untrustworthy. I gave you a place to stay. I gave you another place to stay.
Yes, but you're in it for the money.
I haven't asked anything of you so far.
No, but you know there's going to be some profit in it somewhere.
Yes.
I know
I'm not taking it from you.
I just don't trust you. You're up to something. I know your sort. Right. Well, it would be nice to see him again. Well, some of them.
I mean, how many friends do you have?
Oh, I've got friends.
Well, I mean, would you like to put some feelers out and see if we can locate them or inform them of where to find you?
I just think that Marco would probably get very angry if I told people where he was. It'd be all like, "Oh, Florence, that's a terrible idea."
Is that what he sounds like?
Well, I can't. He's got an accent. I can't really do his accent. He's all like, no, that wasn't it.
He's Greek?
French?
No.
French?
No, I think he's. I don't know. He's from. I don't know where he's from actually. He sounds sort of Russian, but I don't think it's that.
Baltic area, maybe?
I don't bloody know. I'm not a bloody geographical linguist.
I don't think you have to be a geographical linguist. I think it's just linguist.
I don't bloody know. Look, I was just...
Okay, look. Would you like to find your friends?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Would you like it done slowly or quickly?
Well...
What I'm kind of saying here is I have two different avenues we can go through for finding people and information gathering. We can go and talk to some very dirty homeless people, or we can go and talk to a person who does this type of thing.
What sort of person?
A investigator.
Dirty homeless people.
Okay. We will go to one of the hangouts of my homeless network then.
Nice.
Okay. You probably know that you can find most people at a shelter at this time of night.
They do also tend to live around this because the basement's in a really shitty neighborhood. So they do tend to hang out around this area.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like round the back of. It depends, but you could go to the shelter. You could go around the back of like some various shopping areas that look a lot posh.
Some of them hang out near bubbles as well.
Some of them do. So yeah, that's up to you. But what are you asking?
I'm putting my beard on for a start. And we're just going to give we're just going to get a basic description. I'm going to get Florence to give them a basic description of whoever you'll. I'll say like, I mean, who do you want to find?
All right, well, there's one, he's sort of tallish, I think, and he's quite good-looking in a kind of arrogant way. And, yes, he speaks with a sort of accent. He's like, oh, hello. No, that wasn't it. It's
French.
Russian. Russian. And,
Russian.
Yeah.
yes. And then there's this other one, he's a pretty boy. Oh, yes, he seems lovely. He seems like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, but he's a little bastard, I tell you. I don't trust him an inch. He's a little
Physical looks more important than if they're.
I don't know. He's wearing bloody wigs and makeup and like, he was into cosplay. That was it. Yes.
Do
He's
you have
always
any-
there on his phone, being all like,
Do you have any pictures of them, or can you draw a picture so that? I mean, it's going to help them locate them.
well,
I will say, finding Nate isn't going to be particularly difficult for you. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Finding Marco might be a little bit more difficult. He bounces around a lot more, and he's busy. But the most difficult people are the people that aren't players anymore.
yes.
In fact, what I'll probably be like is sort of, I'll just be there like,
Do you have a telephone?
Yes.
Is it
Sure,
got? Is it the one with all the pictures and the internets and?
Oh yeah, no, I've got a couple of those.
Right. Hang on. I mean, what was his?
hang on. And I'm just going to sort of like put Nate's name into, I'm going to attempt to put Nate's,
Do you have the Instagrams?
Well, before I give you the phone, I take out a SIM card and chuck it in the phone and then give it to you.
Sensible. Yeah, I was like, do you have the Instagrams on here?
That's easy enough to yeah. I'll just install
All
it.
right.
quickly.
Okay. Now you want to search for, what was it, Nate Rourke?
Yes.
Right. The Nate
That's...
Rourke.
I'm going to quickly check his sheet. Yeah. Comes up instantly with his exact information and details because he did not hide any of them in any way.
There we go.
And
That's
mostly
him.
his Instagram account. Pictures of good-looking cosplay people.
Okay.
You know that one he sent of Prince Leia?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, that's the one that stuck in my head. So I'm gonna find a reasonably normal looking photo where he's not too made up.
Yep.
This one, right? You find
Yes.
this one.
Yes.
You can't.
Nina?
Do you want him to come to you, or do you want to just know where he is?
Well, he could always send us a letter, or he
Right.
could telephone me.
It's
Okay, I'll tell you
not
what.
impossible. Unlikely though.
I'll tell you what. You find this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know his friend Florence is looking for him, and tell him the neighborhood that she's in. So around here, right?
Got you.
Good. Okay.
And payment?
When you've done the job, you know that. What you want up front?
We can do
Because
it
you
for-
haven't done a good enough job yet to get up front before.
I'll make you a nice cup of tea if you want.
That wouldn't go
fine.
amiss actually.
Oh, right, I'll put the kettle on.
Hexy burner. Kettle.
Well, there you go then. That's the start of your payment. You get the rest when you do the job.
That'll do. Okay.
And I'm gonna take the SIM card out my phone on the floor, stamp on it.
Fair enough. Are you asking for anyone but Nate? I'm assuming you're looking for John as well. You're looking for Marco.
So it depends with what information Florence gives. I specifically am not trying to search for John with the homeless people.
Florence, do you want...
I don't want to risk people's lives finding John, because John is a bit of a liability, and he's a bit... And
So-
I
John, a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
John
That's
saw
true.
somebody's arm off.
John John is likely to murder. However, this is more of a kind of through the grapevine filtration network of messages passed. Because they don't actively seek out, but they are most places. They do end up all over the city.
So it's kind of like I heard from a friend of a friend that they saw someone. So they wouldn't
While
be
they were
out
hanging out
looking
at this
for
place, they saw this person walk by. So they're not actively seeking. It's less dangerous, still dangerous anyway, because they hang out and they might get fed from. Just happens.
I'm just going to be like, I don't want to risk him finding John. He's a bit.
Oh, that they'll just ask around and see if anyone has have spotted him.
Did he pull somebody's arm off?
He did.
It was trying
Smash
to
someone's
kill
brain
him.
as well.
Well, if he pulled someone's arm off, I would imagine,
No, as in the person was trying to. It was.
Oh.
That one was self-defense. Yes.
It's quite extreme self-defense, I must say.
I mean, he was a bit. I think he was a bit peckish at the time.
The person trying to kill him or him?
Oh no, he was. He was. I think he. I saw the beast in him.
Beast.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast. It's a good film. Have you seen it?
Yeah. You saw a film in him.
Saw a character from
He
a
was
film.
grumpy, like the Beast.
He's like,
You the beauty then.
I'm sorry, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be off trying to find out where the asking
This is
information?
my spot. I'm not
Yeah,
going
well,
anywhere.
start moving.
Ah,
Florence, we should start moving.
all right.
All right, well, yeah, don't take a man's spot away. What's wrong with you? Anyway, there's your tea, love.
Cheers. Oh.
Okay, shall I roll?
Yeah, do it. One day you're gonna get a crit.
Will
and I'm gonna have
this
to figure out what the hell that means.
will this mean I get a discount on how much I have to pay the homeless person if it's good tea?
No.
Maybe if I get a crit.
There you
Or
go.
Florence
If a
gets
crit happens, then yes, but
Okay.
it's good tea. Perfectly
Spoon
serviceable for warming.
Yeah, spoon standing up in it, and just like,
Keep the mug. I've got another one.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
still critical on tea.
I don't know how I would work that.
Drink the tea.
The tea has fangs? Like what?
I think I did have a
Force feed them the tea.
I think I did have a bestial fail, and I ended up like smashing mugs and stuff when I was making that. Yes, we should head on. I'd like to pop in on a friend on my way back. So if you'd like to go ahead, you can come with if you like. But
Wait, come with where? What? Where?
I'm going to pop in on a friend.
Oh no, I'm going to go back to. I've got some more work to do. It's fine.
Okay.
All right then.
And I'm going to go back and furtively try and put some more of this thing together.
Okay, let's do that roll now.
right,
It's another intelligence craft roll. Just see how far you get.
craft and intelligence.
This is difficult. It seems like there are multiple papers from multiple places with multiple typesets. But once, you have all the pieces and you have a lot of time, so eventually it will happen. Just not now.
Yes.
You've done some organising of piles of bits.
Yeah,
There are also bits
basically,
missing.
I've just been like, right, that's that. Don't play it, little buggers.
Yes, the rats get in the way. That's what it is. They dive into a bundle of stripped paper.
Yeah, I keep having to like chase them and be like, no, that's not, no, put it back.
Oh yeah, this thing only mentions for some reason one of the things that you use when you roll, but it is a craft intelligence. It has added all the dice together.
Cool, okay.
Just so you're all aware. Is there anything like... I guess that might take you the rest of the night, if that's all you're focusing on.
Especially if you're not doing it well.
Yep.
But you can get frustrated and leave, and you are very aware that when you look at your herd and your retainer rats, they're normally, playing around, skittering, eating, but when you look at them, they stop and they behave. They move a lot slower and stuff, just more carefully. Loki, who are you going to see? Because I don't know.
I'm going to see James Wayward of Repario
Investigations,
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is on the outskirts of town, of the city centre, like in a business block. There's the classic frosted glass investigation PI office. It's very small, desk, filing cabinets, ashtray.
It is not a thriving business. You can say that for
It's looking a bit rough.
Yeah.
As is James Wayward.
Oh yeah. So I'd actually knock on the door and everything above board this time.
Yep. Pointing a gun at him is probably not the best idea. So he opens it. He looks you up and down. Does he know you particularly well?
No. We have a business relation only. It's not like Bubbles. It's very much, I have a job for you. What's the job? Kind of thing. It's not like, hey, how's your mother?
Okay. So he probably doesn't recognize you. He's like looking at the beard like, okay, well, this is my wheelhouse. Suspicious looking people coming into my office. Like, looks a bit tired of this shit. So he invites you, sits you down. Just like, hi, I'm James Wayward. Nice to meet you.
Hello, James Wayward. You're looking rough.
I recognize that voice from the phone. You are Mr. Key?
Yes, Mr. Key. I come in person this time with an important job. One that hopefully will pay quite well.
I'm always interested in that. So please, elaborate. Want someone tailed? You want... Yeah.
Have you heard of a ruckus happening where a young lady was killed?
Are you talking about the photo shoot gone wrong?
Yes.
The fire, where a woman was burnt to death. Do you know something?
No. Actually, I need to know something about that.
Right then.
So, I pull out my phone, SIM card in, turn it on, Instagram. This chap.
Uh-huh.
He needs to be found. Also, another one. Tall, Eastern European, possibly an accent.
Right.
Names are Nate and notes Marco.
Uh-huh.
There's a possibility that they are connected to the fire. And we have parties interested. We're talking proper hard cash interested in finding out what relationship they had to said fire.
Okay. Interesting. So you're not my boss on this one?
I am. I'm an intermediary. You're never going to meet the actual person.
Okay. It's going to make it a little bit difficult, but... Sure, in good faith. Just investigating those two people, this Marco and this Nate.
No contact.
No contact?
No contact with the two people. I don't want you going up and talking to them.
That's easy.
This needs to be very, very subtle.
I'm an investigator. I am subtle until I'm not. It depends on how much Marco or Nate know about me, so I guess we will find out.
I doubt they know anything about you.
That's a good start. We need to figure out if they were at this photo shoot.
If they're at the photo shoot, if they had anything to do with the fire, and what their previous relationship was to the unfortunate young lady and other people who died there.
Okay.
We're not interested in the actual fire or the event, just the relationship and what those two had to do with it.
Got you. I will look into this.
My employer has asked me to warn you, be careful how far you look into this in terms of the event.
How will I know when I've gone too far?
You'll die.
Right, well,
That's how careful you have to be.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
All right, then. So, you seem to know a lot more about this than I do currently, because I've not looked into this particular incident. So, I really need to know. Where is the threshold that I'm assuming your boss is going to want me dead? Because I can be very discreet.
So the most important thing...
You know, secrets, skeletons, closets, etc.
Oh, yes, I know. And I've trusted you before with certain pieces of information. However, this one, I have less control over. That is all. So, do not look into the young lady who died. Do not look into the event. Find out about the two men and how much they had to do with the incident. This is what we need to know.
Okay. And you're sure they were there?
No. Which is why we need to know.
Okay, that's very handy. I won't look into the lady. I won't look into the
incident.
Circumstances that brought this event around, made it happen, you know. That's fine. I can do that. And you promise me that won't get me killed?
Yes.
Make me a manipulation persuasion roll.
All right. Every time you say, like, make me this and make me that, I'm like, I don't have that. And I'm like, right, I'm not John.
I can do the manipulation persuasion roll.
I can actually do rolls.
That is not a crit. You spending willpower on this?
How many dice do I have on the... Just one dice on the...
Oh, you rolled all hunger dice, so you can't spend willpower.
Yeah.
So I will give you a success with a cost.
Half up front?
Marvellous. I'll take the case.
Okay. And I lean forward, extend my hand.
He takes it, firm grip. You're going to want to get a better bid than that.
Well, you get what you are given sometimes. Usual drop-off point for information, yes?
Yes.
Good.
And I, Josh, will need to know where that is.
I don't know yet. The apartment, like in one of the mail cubbies at my apartment. Just the regular apartment. Yes, I do also have an apartment. Loki is ridiculous.
Okay. Mail cubby at Apartment Haven for info drop-off. Investigate.
There's no rush on this, so you don't have to have the information tomorrow or anything.
Well, that's good, because I won't get it to you tomorrow.
Well, as being... Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
We'll
good.
figure out how much the cost is when I calculate my hours. It's a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Key, in the flesh this time.
Sometimes things are important. I will see you soon.
I'm sure you will. Good evening.
And I walk out, and as I walk
a cigarette.
out, and as soon as I'm out, I still have the phone SIM card in the phone. I call up. Captain Jameson.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 second. You know, I get the feeling that my Google Doc doesn't like to update when I'm using my laptop. So I don't...
Just out of thing. Captain Jameson is the one I use for my, kind of weaponry stuff, right? That's where I got my pistol and everything.
Have you named him after some rum?
No,
Probably.
Was it whiskey, rum? What's Jameson's?
when I was...
Here he is.
I had to come up with a lot of names, Fuzzy.
And you what? Just looked at your bedside table?
It was either that or Morgan, and that sounded a bit too on the nose, Captain Morgan.
Okay. It takes a little bit, but Captain Jameson answers the phone with a little bit of, huffing and puffing.
Jack!
Hi. Who's this?
It's me,
What does he call you?
James.
James. How's it going?
Good. I need to come in and get a resupply.
Okay.
Next couple of days, good for you?
You hear lots of, shuffling of papers. It's like, I can do that, yeah. I'm sure it won't go missing.
Okay.
They won't. Yeah, okay. I see you in a couple of days.
Also, can you keep an eye out for a clean piece?
I can try.
I
yes.
would very much appreciate it. Owe you a favor.
You owe me a lot of fucking favour. Yeah.
You
Yeah, you'd owe me a fucking favour. Okay. You don't ask for
rush.
much, do you?
I mean, no rush on it. If you happen to see something that could disappear,
I will keep my eye out. Yes.
no records.
Always do. It'll be good to see you as well.
Yeah, no, it's been too long.
Yeah. And actually have a drink and catch up.
Yeah, I may have a giant beard. Don't worry about it.
What's her name?
Sharp. All right, I'll come around in a couple of days, yeah?
Sure, might not have the piece by that point.
Oh no, pieces for the future sometime. Something. I like a backup.
Okay, sure. I can get you the rest of the stuff easy, but
Brilliant.
we will see on that one. Like I said, it'll be good to see you. So
Yeah, you too.
please, don't be a stranger.
I try not to be, but you know me.
Okay. Well, unless you need anything else.
No, that's good. I'll see you then.
Sweet. Out. Phone.
SIM card, floor, stomp, phone, pocket, and I walk away whistling through my cheeks.
You got some stuff sorted. Okay, I will quickly note down that you are asking stuff for Jameson. And before we end, is there anything else you would like to do?
Loki's good for now.
Unless Florence can have another go at the letter.
Not tonight, I'm afraid.
In that case, Florence is going to have a nice cup of tea and then go the fuck to sleep.
Okay.
You had a long day.
Looking for a clean piece. And... Marvellous. Notes. Where would I be without them?
Yay.
Not buried under a pile of notes, probably.
So for the someone's asking for a bio on Loki. I'll throw together like a quick little thing and put it in your Discord, Josh.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of backstory to Loki and how he came to be as he is. There's also some he's not tied into the others yet, but it looks like he's going to be very, very quickly.
He integrates himself quite quickly sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, he's got motivation to do it.
He's a suck up, is what he is.
He's a devious bastard, is what he is.
I'm just imagining his backstory is, hey kid, you want to know how I got these scars?
I can do a magic trick with a pencil.
Do you want to see the magic disappearing pencil trick? Yay! Poof. Oh, fuck that bit. It freaked me out in the cinema.
I like it. Sweet. So I think I should leave you
No, don't leave us, Josh.
soon with the idea that a couple of ideas for you to ruminate on as audience and as cast. Nate, strolling around and coming face to face with a kindred that you have met before. And it doesn't seem like the two are going to fight or anything like that. It's weird, right? Right, Sheepy? Right, Sheepy?
Yeah.
But, no, the two seem to be getting on rather well. And in some circumstances, that might be worrying. Marco, in back alleys, talking to people, talking to drivers, trying to figure out stalking his sister a little bit and trying to figure out how he can get people out of the city. Mortals, at the very least. And just in the shadows, stalking these stalkers, these predators, a woman in a trench coat of Asian descent that you have also met before.
She's back.
I'm feeling a combination of yay and yay about the person playing the character, and then about the character.
Yeah. So hopefully, sometime in the future, you will meet with that NPC. But also, I hope Delphron gets better by next week, at the very least, so you can see Nate's beginning to season 2, because he has some very interesting things planned that will definitely not interact poorly with your decisions you made here today. And I am very much looking forward to having Dot back for a session or two, maybe longer, who knows? And I don't know if we either have guests or someone who wants to stay on for longer for the 5th spot. That's all up in the air now, but I'm very excited for the mysteries that you are yet to uncover and the plans that you are yet to unleash on us. So thank you very much to Sheepy and Fuzzy.
Can I just say, excellent character work today, Josh? Especially, standing ovation for Bubbles.
I've had Bubbles in my pocket for a month now. I just set to work one day. I'm like, this is Bubbles. I woke up. I was like, cool. It's time to work on Vampire. And it's like, so who needs to be fleshed out today? Bubbles. Bubbles needs to be fleshed out.
Bubbles was such a great character.
Make sure you follow these wonderful people on Twitch so you get stuff.
No, who are you? Get out of my house. Leave me alone.
I guess we missed that bit. I fucked up. Who are you, Fuzzy? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Fuzzy. I do things over on twitch.tv/FuzzyFreaks. And I do a lot of streaming, funnily enough. But yeah, I've mostly been playing. So today I was playing, was it King Under the Mountain? And it's really good. I like it. It's kind of like a cross between RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress. Also, can I do a little plug for Thursday?
What's happening Thursday?
I'm going to be on Fail Better Games' Steam page, streaming for their launch.
Oh, that's cool.
Sort of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think I'm doing. So, yeah. So I'm basically over the weekend being a big deal on the internet.
And that's for Sunless Skies, right?
Sunless Skies launch, yes.
Steampunk trains in space.
Yes.
I adore it. I played their role-playing game as well for that Skyfarer with the Roll For It Legends and also with the wonderful Florence Fuzzy.
Yeah, not Florence. Florence wasn't in it. No. I was Jack.
You would...
And me and EE did some excellent awkward flirting. It was
there were a lot of big dick puns. It was perfect. So yeah, check that out because that was a lot of fun. I can't wait for another opportunity to play that because it's just such a good game.
Yes,
and it's really simple and it's free, so you can anyway.
Yeah, you can download the PDF. I think you can find it online. If you search for Fail Better Skyfarer, download. Probably you'll find the PDF and things.
Yeah. That's a really good game. But Daddy Sheepdog, tell us.
Hey there, guys. I'm Sheepdog, and if you can find me on the internet, well done.
He's a time traveler from the 1980s.
Hell yeah. Well, this is like 90s.
Footloose.
How much denim are you doing? Is that double?
No, it's just the jacket.
Oh, okay. Single denim. Acceptable
I do have
in
Death of
this
Rats.
era.
Terry Pratchett. My mum got me this as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My fucking God, I need it.
I've got a few because it says squeak in capitals at the bottom. Squeak.
Where did she get it? I need one.
I will ask her.
Please do so.
So, yeah.
And as for me, you can find me everywhere at Gaming FTL, unless you want the VODs of this show, in which case you can catch up with the previous season and the future episodes of this season on Strange Adventures on YouTube, where I tell stories about role-playing in so many different shapes and forms because I love it. So that's kind of a pet project at the moment that I'm really enjoying. There's a good short story on there about a pie shop heist in Blades in the Dark. It's a fucking nonsense mayhem chaos time, because that's how I work with that particular set of friends. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. We should raid someone, but until next time, goodbye.